Hey y'all, what's up? Come on in, let's have a conversation. My name is Tony. This is my channel, Black Mama Abroad. And on this channel, I try my best to be transparent, even when it's difficult, even when people criticize me, even when people tell me to go to therapy, and every other negative thing that they say. There's a lot of positivity, but there's also a lot of negativity. But that just comes with the territory of being transparent. Some people don't want to hear the truth because the truth sounds ugly. The truth is not always glamorized. The truth ain't cute sometimes. And I get that. But my sole purpose for recording my journey is to help someone else, especially another black mother, to make an informed decision prior to her moving here. Not to say that you won't, but to say that maybe you will pivot where you want to go, or when you want to go, or whatever the case may be, or just to feel more comfortable when going. And so that's what I'm here to do. So today I kind of want to touch on what it feels like to be a single mother living abroad. I think you will learn that I typically don't have like a number system because I have ADHD and my mind is all over the place. And so I can try to put a number system together, but I'm probably going to skip a couple of numbers and then go back and make a U-turn and then go around the block and, all of that. So I just was like, it's going to have to be conversation style. That's what it's going to have to be. First, you may notice that I no longer have locks. And maybe you didn't notice it because, honey, my hair has been looking like nobody loves me for about 2 months. So I've been wearing, like, bonnets. I've been wearing whatever. My hair, like, I've been looking like don't nobody love me for the past 2 months. Pumpkin! Mila and Malaya, y'all too loud. That's the last time I'm going to tell you. So what does it look like to be a single mother abroad? So let's talk about it. Being a single mother abroad is difficult, and I'm going to tell you why. One of the reasons, because I have many reasons as to why I chose to move abroad, but one of the reasons was to really try to have the time and the space and the mental capacity to learn more about me and about myself. But nobody told me that that was not going to happen almost like immediately. Like, I had unrealistic expectations that when I move abroad, that I was going to at least have enough time, space, and energy to start learning more and more about myself. And that's not necessarily true. It could be true for some, but it was not true for me. And let me tell you why it was not true for me. It was not true for me because I think that what I did wrong is I watched people who had been here for a year, had been here for 2 years, 3 years, talk about how they got a nanny, they got a service, they got a maid, they got this, they got this. And so inevitably that lifts a lot of responsibility. You have more time, you have more freedom, but I never considered that it didn't take that wasn't like a day thing. Like, that wasn't like a 2-month thing. That wasn't like a 6-month thing. And maybe it was for them, but it has not been that way for me. And I don't think it's going to be that way for me. It takes time to learn the language. It takes time to learn the culture. It takes time to learn how things work. And so typically when you get here, your child is not going to necessarily be and have a nanny, a maid, and a cook in 2 months. If that happens for you, then understand that that's such a privilege, and that's fine, but that's not everybody's reality. It's not my reality. And so I just want to let you know that there is going to be an extensive period of time where you're going to feel like you gave up more of yourself. You're giving up way more of yourself by coming here than you would have in the States, because you didn't necessarily bring your mom if you're alone. You didn't bring your support system. You didn't bring this. You didn't bring that. And so you don't have those things with you. And so you become all and everything to your children. Now, don't get me wrong. I was already, like, of course, 100% involved with my children's lives, but they still went to daycare. They still went over at grandma's house. You know, they visited their dad. So that convenience is gone. It's gone. And I just didn't think about it, you know, to be honest. Like, I didn't think about it. I came with the expectation, like, oh, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna work on myself because I'm gonna have the time to. I'm gonna have the mental capacity to. I'm gonna have the energy to. Not right away. Not right away. And that has been a hard pill to swallow for me, because if you're already coming here and you're tired and you're exhausted, the way people portray moving abroad is like, as soon as you get over here, it's like, oh, yes. And that's just not how it is. That's not how it is, which is fine. But I just want to let you know that you're going to go through a tough period of time when you feel like you are lonely, when you feel like you are overwhelmed, when you feel like you are anxious, when you feel like you are sad and depressed, and that, you know, you just need somebody to talk to and somebody to understand what you're going through. Another thing that really makes me feel lonely being here is that in 2024, and at the state of what this world is, like, with everything going on, like, I mean, I could just name, like, the killings of black women, the police brutality, the wars going on around the world, the increased cost of living, the extreme poverty. With all that going on, when you express yourself about how you're feeling, people shun you. I am so surprised how many people shun me because I said I'm sad, or I'm depressed, or I'm overwhelmed. Like, it just shocks me, the amount of people who aren't aware enough to understand that these are these are emotions, and that it's okay to have these emotions, and that doesn't mean that I'm staying in these emotions, and that doesn't mean that for the whole month of March I'm depressed. It may mean that 5 days out of the whatever it is. I can't believe that people still to this day are making it seem as if they don't have any difficulties or any hard times with their emotions. Being here is lonely and it's overwhelming. I cannot do anything unless I use my brain power. I can't get an Uber. I can't go out to the grocery store. I cannot enter into the world unless I'm thinking about, like, what will I say? How will I say it? What does this mean? What does that mean? How much do I need to pay? Is it in this direction? Is it in that direction? How do they do things here? So when you are, like, I don't know, I think I said this before in previous videos. I think I made the mistake of looking at expats and videos that pretty much have been here for 2-3 years, and I took their story and I ran with it. But let me tell y'all something. Please understand that nothing happens overnight, and that you're not going to hit the ground running. You're not going to hit the ground running. And what do I mean by you're not going to hit the ground running? I mean by that you're not going to have a nanny day 1. You're not going to have a cook day 2. You're not going to have a car day 3 unless you brought it with you. You're not going to know the culture day 4. You're not going to know all your directions and how to get around your neighborhood. You're not going to know the customs. You're not going to know the language unless, of course, you already do. When you move to another country, it's a culture shock. It's a complete culture shock, and it takes time to get over that culture shock. And in that, it can be very, very, very lonely. I would say another reason why I feel lonely is because I think like single moms, when they get there within their community, they are very protective over their community. And I understand that. I understand being protective over your community because you don't want to lose it. You don't want anyone to kind of disrupt what's going on. But it's not as easy as you would think to kind of like get into community with other people. That being said, you got to get out. You got to put yourself out there. So I don't want to make that, like I want to make that distinction that you're never going to make community if you want to stay in your house and if you're afraid to talk and you have to put yourself out there. But it's hard. It's hard. Also,
Mommy?
Yes, Mom.
Mom?
Yes. Yes, Neely.
So,
What happened? Come here. Come here, Pumpkin. Mila, can she get out, please? What happened?
I hurt my finger.
Oh, which one? This one?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, does it feel better?
Mm. I need to go to the ambulance.
You need the what?
I need the ambulance.
The ambulance. Baby, you don't need the ambulance, but Mommy kissed it, so that should make it feel better, okay?
No. I want a truck ambulance.
You want a truck ambulance? I don't think you need that right now, baby. Okay?
Why, Mama?
Excuse me, because I didn't even, let me see. I think because mommy can make you feel better, but with just a kiss. And it will feel better. What happened to you?
I was trying to walk to you, but I closed my hand, but I didn't want to.
Oh, you closed it in the door?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, be careful, okay? So, which brings me to my next point is when you are in another country by yourself with your children, you become their everything. Like the doctor, the nurse, the maid, the cook, the everything. And I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready. It also could be very lonely because I don't have a sitter yet, because the girls are not in school yet. They should be going to school this 2024, 2025, which starts in September. It's hard for me to get out. Like, it's hard for me to be around adults and have adult conversations. And that can be incredibly lonely. So yeah, those are some of the things that, this is going to be a short video because I have my Uber coming.
What did my sister Stacy do?
She said that she hurt her finger on the door when she was trying to come to me. Yeah, so it's hard for me to get out. Like, I can do things that they like, but they don't necessarily do things that I like. Like, they not about to run 5 miles. Like, I want to get out and run. I want to do like sports things, and I can't do a lot of those things. So I feel like you can lose your individuality because you are not acting in that space. You're acting in the space of being a mom. Also, I may have said this before, I don't remember because I done had like 5 distractions. Um, you I came to Mexico to truly figure out who I am as a person, learn more about myself, what makes me happy, what makes me unhappy, learn how to set boundaries, just learn how to love me more. I thought that that's something that I was going to be able to work on ground zero, like when I came. And that's just not the case. When you are in another country, you're it's almost like it's almost like survival mode. It's like you have to learn how to survive first and then learn how to thrive. When you first get here, you're not thriving unless you have an abundance amount of money. I do not. You're not thriving because you just don't know anything yet. So you have to learn how to survive, where to get food, where to get water. Like it took me a whole month and a half to track down the water people to start getting a delivery of water. How to get picked up, how to get dropped off, where's the bakery, where's the dentist, where, like, just learning your way around. So I just want to say that I will never give anybody the advice to not come or try to even point at, dang, you really just gonna sit on me and bite me right in front of my face? You didn't know my hip game was on point. No, you won't. I will never tell anyone to not come because, or that they couldn't do it, or that it's too hard, because I genuinely don't believe that. I think Black women are dynamic, and I think whatever we want to do, we can do. We just have to put our mind to it and be focused on it. But I do want you to just check your expectations. Unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment. And it can lead to comparison, and comparison is the stealer of all joy. So with that, I gotta go. This was supposed to be a longer video, but I think my Uber may be here. And so don't let nobody steal your joy. All right, guys, I'm out.